Hey everybody, Blue.
Delta.
We are bringing you the next duel in our Battle City Recreation semifinals. So of course this was duel number 3. This is Marik versus Marik. In the anime was a very interesting duel that we got to see Marik's dark side come out, and the duel did not end well for Marik. We'll see how this one plays out in our newly redone Marik and my decks. My deck slightly tweaked a bit. Marik's deck previously was 44 cards, and we're cutting all the decks to 40. So we just took 4 cards completely out of Marik's deck that we felt were really hurting it more than helping it.
Alright, so mine will go first. Draw for turn. I'll summon Amazoness Fighter. Set 2 face down and call it a turn.
What can I do with you? I am going to summon a monster holding arms. Obviously targeting your Amazon's fighter.
Hold me tight, baby.
Oh boy. Who cannot attack or use any effects. So I will
It's like a walking fiendish chain.
pretty much. Well, I wouldn't say it walks with its handcuffs of death. Your turn.
Draw. I might have just the way around that card. I'll summon the Unfriendly Amazon.
I'll chain with Nightmare Wheel.
No, that is just unfair. Well, at least it doesn't negate its effects, which is half the reason I want the Unfriendly Amazon on the field. I'll end my turn. Well, shout out to any of my fans who might have noticed that life points did not start at 4,000 at the beginning of this game. No one is to blame here. We'll just put them down to 4,000 and we'll continue on with the show.
Awkward. So I'm going to draw for
I'd
turn.
be very curious to see if any of our fans did notice that.
You're going to get hit for 500.
Sure.
I am going to summon Melchid.
The 4-faced beast.
Yep. And then tribute Melchid and Holding Arms
Wow.
for Mass Beast as Guardians.
There's something you don't see every duel.
I'm surprised that that worked.
I guess I'm a little surprised that worked too.
All in my turn.
I'll draw.
Because I'm not risking a mirror ball right now.
Well, there's no really reason to tribute off.
The best defense is a good offense, and he's... Yeah, it works. It's okay.
Alright, let's not tribute from Friendly Amazon, let her effect kill herself. Got pretty grim there for a second, guys, I'm sorry. I guess I'll just set a monster. Switch fighter to defense mode.
For no reason, but okay.
We'll give another effect negation. It doesn't really do me a benefit in attack mode anyway. So.
Sorry, you know what's really cool about Marik's deck? Marik's deck revolves around a lot of really cool trump monsters. And I love one of them. It's like a chess piece. Because you put it on this side of the board and you swipe away those pieces. And
That's
now
pretty awful.
you are relatively screwed. Because you can't get over my Discardius.
Right.
I will just set a card and in my turn.
I'll draw. Alright, I'm starting to formulate a plan, guys. I will take my 1,000. Marik's burn damage is lethal when you're talking only 4,000 life points.
And an assumed, anime meta. Not the fancy new things out there.
Now what I can do though is crash Lava Golem into Mass Beast as Guardians.
Yeah, and without something else, so your field is wide open to
We'll see what happens.
potential for damage.
We'll see what happens. So I'm 100% gonna have to do that.
All right.
Cool. My life points going down lower than I want them to, but I'd like to enter my main phase 2, good sir.
Sure.
Monster Reborn. There we go. There's my buddy holding bondage, I mean arms. This card is special summoned. During one phase of monster phone controls. When this card is placed on the field, that phase of monster cannot attack. Also, its effects are negated. And I'll summon Amazon Swordswoman. And I will call it a turn.
I'll send a monster and end my turn.
It looks like I may have managed to stymie Marik for a bit. Let's have Amazon Swordswoman attack the face down and see what it is. If it's
You've destroyed Boganian.
Oh, okay.
I will chain with Rope of Life.
Gosh darn it.
By discarding my hand, I resurrect Boganian with an extra 800 attack points, putting him at 2100, which is more than anything you have in the field right now. But I don't want him for his attack points. I want him for his effects.
I know. Oh man. I will just set another card and end my turn.
I love this card. I'm going to draw a card.
800?
600.
Memory lost, guys. It's a weird thing.
I'm going to play the Mask of Remnants. That is the most worthless card to draw.
Well, I'm glad your draw wasn't helpful. I thought I would, I don't know, not get below 2,000.
Oops.
Yeah, oops is right.
Your turn.
I'll draw. I'll activate Amazoness Spellcaster. So we'll switch the original attack of Amazon Swordswoman with the original attack of Mass Beastess Guardius, putting her at a whopping 3,300. Now this is the part where if you have Mirror Force, I will cry. And we'll have my 3,300 attack Amazon Swordswoman attack Boganian.
That was a bold move. I will take 1,200 now instead of all that damage you would be taking.
Yes! Look at that. My fighting back. And you're a one monster on the field, still can't do anything. So I'm actually feeling like I'm in decent shape. I'll end my turn. This has become quite the interesting game, if you ask me, guys. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Battle City will be on its way to wrapping up soon. We got a few more games after this one. Naturally, you'll see my deck profile after this duel.
I'll end.
I'll draw? Well, I think I'll just set one and end my turn. No much else I can really do.
Awesome Lakonga.
Interesting.
And attack your Amazon Swordswoman.
Well, I've got to do it to you, buddy. Mirror Wall. Lakonga's at 850.
So I will then take the difference damage.
So you're talking 650. Oh, that would stay. But obviously I'm not going to pay, guys, when the next one comes around. Wow, look at those life points getting closer. I'll draw.
Sure you want to pay for Mirror Wall? Really helpful card.
Well, I guess I'll end my turn.
I am just going to end my turn.
Come on, another Amazon Swordswoman.
Please no.
I'll summon Dunamis Dark Witch and simply end my turn. What can only be described as a mistake. Delta.
I pass.
Draw.
So the beginning of the end, or The beginning of the beginning
Oh,
of the beginning.
It's the beginning of the end for you, my
the
friend.
beginning of the end. Of Act 1.
I'll summon another Dunamis Dark Witch. Then I'll activate Amazoness Spellcaster, number 2. We've seen this episode before. Target one Amazoness monster you control, and one face monster your opponent controls. Switch the original attack of those targets until the end of this turn.
Pooh.
Yeah, guess who's only got 1500 attack? I will switch Holding Arms to attack mode. And then I will have Amazoness Swordswoman attack over Masterpiece as Guardius. If you chose not to activate the Mirror Force before and that face down was actually Mirror Force and you held it back, that would be pretty lethal. So you're going to take 1800 from that. Now you can take your pick of what you want to control.
So I'm going to take your Dark Witch, even though we all know how this is about to end.
I'll trade one Dunamis Dark Witch into the other one. And guys, did you ever think you would see Holding Arms swing in for game-winning damage?
Well, it was a tragic ending on my part.
That was definitely not the way I expected the duel to end. But that Monster Born and that Holding Arms was what saved my...
See, I held out on Premature Burial for a more opportune moment.
Where you get like a strong row.
The problem was I could have taken the monster, but then I also risked nothing in my deck or my graveyard was really strong enough to compete with the numerous 1800 beaters in that deck.
Yeah.
Fortunately, my graveyard had some of the more conditional monsters like Lava Golem that was helpful.
Once I shut down the Masterpiece as Guardius, I kind of started, just was time until I drew into enough monsters that I could play around.
No, this was useless because...
Ooh, that's pretty rough. Well, anyway, guys, that was a pretty exciting duel. Early on, I didn't necessarily expect mine to come back and win it. The Holding Arms came in clutch. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. Now, obviously, you will see the same duels that we saw Marik do in the anime. We're going to do a Marik's deck versus Yugi's deck. Despite the fact that my won, I think you guys understand that by now, that's part of the Battle State wave. But, figure I would mention it anyway. My deck file will be coming up next. And then the next duel will be that Shizu versus Kaiba.
Oh, poor.
So tune in for that, guys. And why'd you end the games out?